How about a 1987 Topps baseball cards vending box? Been a while since we've done one of these, and I've got plenty, so let's get after another one. You're going to get 500 cards in this box, 792 in the set. So you won't be able to make a set out of these. Unsearched box, I know that for a fact. Bought a complete case of these. It was still sealed. You'll see that the only reason I do not like high value vending boxes is the edges of the cards overlap some, and it causes concern, especially if you buy these that are BBCE wrapped or any kind of wrap. It really pulls down on those, and it can make it very hard on the corners. So we got 500 to get through. We'll get through these pretty quickly. There's Eck, Gerald Perry, Dodgers leader. We'll stop on the exciting stuff. There's Charlie Leibrandt. He plays for the Royals. Rick Anderson, Doyle Alexander, Mariners team card, Chris Brown, Mark Clear. Looking for the Bo, looking for the Bonds, looking for the Canseco, looking for the McGuire. Larkin's rookie is in here as well. A lot of good cards in 87. Still like the wood paneling. There's Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad. One of my favorite all-time sets. You can still get these boxes very, very cheap. I bought this case a while back, and I think I might have, if you break it down per box in the case, might have paid $7 or $8 a box buying it by the case. There's Steve Sax All-Star card, Darren Dalton, John Henry Johnson, quite a name back then, Jack Howell. Not guaranteed to see all the cards you want, again, since there's only 500 in here, and the correlation and how these cards are put in here. I've opened a ton of these, and I still don't think there's any rhyme or reason to how this all goes. There's Frank Viola. BJ Surhoff rookie card. Ryan Sandberg. So a lot of the stars are popping out early for us. Lloyd Moseby. There's Garth. There's Bob Boone card. Ron Shepard, Willie McGee. Ken Herbeck. Last one of these I opened, I don't think we got a Bonds or a Bo out of it. We did get a couple of Cansecos out of the deal. Seen a lot of Pirates, but not the Pirate that we're looking for so far. And we'll move on to another stack. Still one of my favorite sets is 87 Topps. There's Pedro Guerrero. Not bad. Mookie, Don Baylor, All-Star Fernando, Expos leader. There's a Ripken All-Star card. Steve Trout. Tim Leary. Ed Nunez. Danny Darwin. There's the Jays team card. Tom Foley. Pirates leaders. Jeff Reardon. Pat Sheridan. There's Todd Burrell. Gold Cup rookie card. Ron Kittle. Tom Nitos. Don Javier. Cal Daniels. And still none of the big, we'll call it big three, I guess, when you're looking at the Bonds, the Bo, and the Larkin. You can see the corners. If the camera's going to pick it up very well, I think it will. You see the corners on like where they offset and they turn. About every 2 or 3 cards, the corners are going to be kind of dinged up. These would really hurt you if you were trying to send these in to PSA or SGC. If you catch one in, ooh, look at the different color of the wood paneling. Ooh, was this an insert? We get out of that paneling, way different shade for Jim there than it is Chico Walker than it is for the rest. Dave Bergman, Roger Mason, Don, Gary Pettis, Tony Phillips, Andy Hawkins, Joel Youngblood, Mario Soto. There's a Roger All-Star card. Scott McGregor, going to finish that stack off. Still haven't seen what we've all come to see out of the rookies. We got a long way to go. Bill Buckner, Andy Van Slyke, Darryl Boston, there's Hojo, Jody Davis, Eric King, Greg Matthews, Billy Bean, Joe Carter, Jack Clark, Ozzie Virgil. And we're going to heat up here, and even the Nolan Ryan card in this set is another nice one to have. There's Pat Dodson's Future Stars card. There's Daryl. There's my buddy Daryl. Got to put Daryl over there. Harold Reynolds. Tony Pena. Andres Thomas Gold Cup card. Greg Swindell. Doug Sisk. There's an all-star Dwight Gooden. Keep rolling. There's also 2 Pete Rose cards in here. One as a manager and one as a player. In case you didn't know, he has 2 cards. There's a turn back the clock Reggie. John Morris. Seems like anything I'm calling out though, we're not finding it. There's Jack Morris, Lance Parrish. Hey, there's one of the Pete Rose. There's the Pete Rose manager card. There is also, like I said, a Pete Rose player card as well. If we get any closer to a bow, there's Ruben Sierra, record breaker. Von Hayes, a couple Phillies in a row there. The Yankees leader with Reggie. Alex Trevino, hey, there's a Canseco. There's one of the better cards in the set. I don't think that one's too beat up. So not bad with the Canseco. These are the ones from the corner, so damage is going to be done. They'll probably be done to this. There's Greg Pryor. He plays for the Royals. Mike Scott, Mike Scioscia. Alan Ashby, Frank White. He also plays for the Royals. Jim Rice. Earl Weaver's manager card. Turn back the clock, Ricky. Dave Madigan's Future Stars. There's Dick Hauser. He was the manager of the Royals. Rafael Palmeiro, Future Star cards. That's a good one. Got a little ding on the corner down there, but still a good card. Out of the set. Not a lot of value. I mean, nothing that we open has a ton of value on this channel, but still some value if you want to get in things like grading out of this set. There's Roger. Bobby Bowe. There's the Larkin rookie. There's one of the, I'll call it the big 3 rookies out of the set. Tom Seaver right behind him. Ooh, another Reggie Jackson. So there's Sparky. Ted Lynch, Mike Diaz, Brian Downing, Stevie Balbona, plays for the Royals. Dave Stewart, Jesse Barfield. I mean, just tons of stars for back in my childhood in this set. One of the reasons I really like it. Paul Molitor. I still think they're printing this stuff in an abandoned warehouse somewhere for tops, because I don't know how much 87 they printed, but one of these days, surely this stuff's going to start to run low in the pipeline. There's Mike Greenwell. Lonnie Smith plays for the Royals, but you can still find a ton of 87. Keith Hernandez, 87 tops, any way you want it. You want it in wax packs, you want it in rack packs, you want it in cellos, just about anything you can think of. There's still an abundance of 87 tops out there. There's Ricky. Glenn Braggs, Kurt Stillwell. He would go on and play for the Royals. Jesse Orozco. There's Wade Boggs. So just tons of stars in the set. There's the McGuire card. So we're starting to... Oh, there's my buddy Daryl. My buddy Daryl's all-star card. Billy Joe Robideau. Ray Knight. Luis Salazar. We're well past halfway here. Haven't seen the bonds. Haven't seen the bow. But we have plenty more of these boxes in the future to rifle through. 87 tops vending. There's Dale Murphy. You make a ton of star cards out of this set as you're thumbing through one of these one of these vending boxes. There's the odd color, weird pink shirt card. A couple Strohs in a row. Dwayne Murphy, Robbie Thompson's Gold Cup card. Lee Smith, Jay Tibbs, Tippy Martinez, Omar Moreno. There's Steve Garvey, Ozzie Smith's All-Star card. Chili Davis, Giants leaders card. And we're getting down to the last little bit of this. Buddy Biancalana plays for the Royals. Keith Hernandez. Don't know if we're going to see the bow or the bonds out of this one. We're getting down to it. There's Mike Brown, Gary Templeton, Bruce Hurst, Tom Hume, turn back the clock, Yaz. There's Carlton Fisk, Jeff Reed, Willie Randolph. Nice blend of cards. Sometimes there's Mike Schmidt. Sometimes you get a run of like the same little bit. There's Tommy Lasorda. Same little bit over and over again. We're coming out hot here. Wally Joyner's Gold Cup. And we're down to the last couple little stacks here. To try to find us a new bow. Roger Clemens highlights. Dennis Boyd. Gene Nelson. Jamie Moyer, that is his rookie card as well. Tony Gwynn All-Star. Bob Tewksbury. Ann Petrie. Mariano Duncan. Jim Sundberg. He played for the Royals. There's another Fernando. There's my buddy Daryl and Gary Carter on the Mets leaders card there. Dave Smith. And we get, there's Yogi. I love this card, this Astros team leaders cards with Yogi as the manager, looking like he's having a great little time there in the background in that card. There's Lenny Dykstra, and I see Gibson, Tony La Russa, Kirk Gibson. There's a Mattingly All-Star card. Jim Morrison. Greg's Always Gross. There's the bow. It took us a while, but we get us a nice, crisp, nicely centered Bo Jackson card out of that. I will take that one. There's Goose Gossage and Kirby Puckett to back him up. Now these cards that are on the end, as you can see, they got beat up a little bit on the end of the vending box. So we'll hope for the best if we pull anybody good out of here. There's Eric Davis, Mike Kingery, Cecil Cooper. We've seen about everything but but Bonds. Maybe we can get Bonds here in this last little section. If so, this would be a fantastic vending box. Jose Rio, Rick Honeycutt, Mike Young, Rob Deere, Gary Carter All-Star, Tom Candonati, Gary Gaetti, Vita Blue, Wade Boggs All-Star card. Like I said, good mixture of cards in this one. Ron Darling, Brett Saberhagen, plays for the Royals. Doesn't look like we're going to see Bo, though, in this one. There's a Pete Rose, so that would be 3 Pete Rose cards in that set. Bill Madlock going to finish it off for us, and that's all 500, but I will definitely take me a nice new Future Stars, very well-centered Bo Jackson card today. That's going to do it for 87 Topps Vending Box. Thanks for watching, everybody.